Dr. Andrew Rosman became Dean of the Silberman College of Business in July 2014, after serving as Dean of the College of Management at LIU Post. He has distinguished himself as a professor, administrator, and leader with a record of accomplishment in building relationships, forging strong teams, and inspiring change. Most recently, Dean Rosman guided the Silberman College, SCB, through its successful reaccreditation by AACSB. Andy has been very supportive of ISE and, more broadly, the principles of responsible management education. Combining both energy and empathy, Andy, to use a word from my tribe, is a real mensch. Please join me in welcoming Andy Rosman.
Thank you, Joel. I appreciate you saying that, and right back at you. That was not Yiddish, by the way. That was the mensch part was Yiddish. The right back at you was not. That's a current picture, by the way. Thank you for coming tonight to join us at the ISE and Charms anniversary celebration. 10 years for ISE is a milestone worthy of recognition, as is 25 years for Charms. In many ways, the anniversaries we celebrate tonight are as meaningful as, if not more than, the original founding celebrations. At their founding, we could only dream of what might become. By the 10th and 25-year milestones, we have some history and accomplishments to reflect on. Building on that perspective, we can take the liberty to dream more about what additional accomplishments lie ahead, but with even greater confidence that they will be realized than at the founding. I decided to make my remarks nostalgic and forward-looking, and, according to the instructions, as Chris mentioned, that Joel gave us, brief. Let me first say welcome, so that I have fulfilled my official task. For nostalgia, ISE was formed at a time when being green was widely thought of by other universities as focusing on money and being profitable. ISE has established itself as a regional player with strong ties to S&P 500 corporations. The companies supporting us with annual membership fees have increased to 13 from 5 back in 2005-2006. Between 2008 and 14, we've also received $280,000 in specific project grants from the Alcoa, Citibank, Constellation Energy, Geraldine R. Dodge, First Energy, PS&G, and TD Bank Foundations, and the New Jersey Science and Technology Commission. Since its founding, ISE Associates have produced 2 books, 13 refereed journal articles, 2 book chapters, 25 articles in the business press, 2 survey reports on business sustainability, 1 white paper, and dozens of refereed presentations and proceedings for professional associations, all related to important sustainability issues. And as of this past year, Silberman College of Business is the only college in New Jersey to offer an undergraduate concentration in sustainability management, which would not have happened if not for ISE, not bad for 10 years. As other universities have caught on to the importance of sustainability, there's more competition in the marketplace. But the need to educate students, the general public, and the corporate community grows only stronger, as does ISE. And the reality of the severity of the world's problems when it comes to climate change and other related issues hopefully is finally settling in. But maybe not as quickly or as broadly as needed, which is why ISE plays such an important role, in particular as it educates the next generation of corporate leaders. Nicholas Kristof wrote in the New York Times op-ed on March 24th that as horrific as the terrorist attacks were in Belgium, climate change is much more of a threat. He wrote, quote, "The upshot is that Brussels survived this week's terrorist attacks, but it may not survive climate change because much of the city is less than 100 feet above sea level." He continues by asking, doesn't it seem prudent to invest in efforts to avert not only shoe bombers, but also the drowning of the world's low-lying countries? The response to that question, obviously, is a strong and emphatic yes. But human beings don't deal with long-term problems in the same way as short-term or immediate issues. To overcome this temporal challenge, we need ISE and other educationally based institutions to do their jobs, to educate our students in our classes, to educate the business community through seminars, and to educate everyone with our publications and presentations. ISE already does this and more. My challenge to ISE today, as it was the first board meeting I attended over a year ago, is to think about how to scale its activities up so that it is even more impactful. I look forward, as I called it then, to ISE on steroids, so that when we celebrate again in 5 years on the next milestone anniversary, we can take inventory of all of ISE's new accomplishments and set the agenda for another 5 years. Congratulations to everybody who's been involved with ISE for the past 10 years, Charms for 25, and looking forward to getting to know you better over the next 5 as we celebrate in 5 years the 15th anniversary. Thank you.